We had a very conceptual discussion about this device in our previous video, and now we know why we need this device. It can actually read out the impressions on the paper. So the whole concept of working of ESDA boils down to the difference in potential of the two areas, where we have impressions and where we don't have impressions. Now today we are going to increase the level and have a look at more research, more analysis. So if you haven't watched the first part of the video, I would suggest have a look at it first, then proceed with this video. You can find the link at the I button above in the corner. Now today's discussion is about two things. What is the role of humidification and paper-to-paper friction in getting good results from ESDA? The most accepted theory behind the working of ESDA is Seward's theory. But other than that, there are a number of theories and articles on this, and for both the things, I am going to conclude my understanding on the basis of these articles and researches that I've gone through. So let's begin with the first one. Now let me remind you again, we need to generate a difference in potential of two areas. That's the destiny of whatever we are adding up in the operation of ESDA. So if we are able to create a larger difference in potential, our results will automatically improve. So let's analyze our formula of capacitance and let's see how we can play with it. According to this formula, we can get a change in capacitance of two areas by changing the parameters involved in this equation. And for our situation, the parameter which can bring a significant difference in capacitance can be the dielectric constant of the stack of materials we have. And how can that happen? Look at this. It looks like this should be the cross section of the paper with the impressions, but actually it's not. If you look at the microscopic picture of a fresh paper surface, it looks like this. And you can easily figure out that even if there are no impressions, the surface is not perfectly smooth. So if you imagine a bit, the actual cross section will look like this. And we cannot see a sharp difference in the areas where there are impressions and the areas where they are not present. That's why it has been observed that we get a small difference in potential of the two areas when the paper is dry. Now what if we add moisture to the paper? Water has a higher dielectric constant. So when we add moisture, the dielectric constant of the paper increases. But if you go in calculations and experiments, it has been found that although there is an increment in potential of both the areas, along with that, the difference in potential also increases. For example, let's say without moisture the potentials were 2 and 4, for example. But when we added moisture, they became 5 and 10. So you can see in first case the difference is 2, but in the second case the difference is 5, although there is an increment in both. And this is the result of combined effect of thickness variation and increment in dielectric constant of the paper. That's why when we humidify the paper, we get a larger potential difference, because of which we get better results. Now according to the reports, we get good results till we are keeping the humidification up to 70%. After that, we see a decrement in the results. So why does that happen? And a genuine explanation for this is, at low humidity, the paper behaves as a dielectric and gives us the better result. But at higher humidity, it behaves like a conductor, and hence we don't get an effective polarization, which actually decreases the dielectric constant, and hence the quality of the result decreases. So this is all about humidification, and now comes the role of paper to paper friction. Whenever we write on a paper, due to the pressure of pen, there is a friction in between the papers in areas where we are writing. Because of this, both the papers are charged, and when we remove the paper on the top, the positive ions from the atmosphere get attracted to the areas of impressions. Now when we go for testing, these positive charges generate an opposite voltage in the areas of impressions, because of which there is a decrease in the net potential at that point. And as a result, the difference in potential of the two areas of paper increases. And that is what we need. So this is all I can explain. And if you find something that needs to be discussed, you can drop a comment or you can personally mail me, and I'll come up with something new, something amazing in my next video. So if you don't want to miss it, please subscribe to the channel, and finally, thanks for watching.